What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today is a super exciting day, and it was really unexpected. We had a package show up for the Supra that was actually not even supposed to be here until Monday. It is Sunday. They came last night, yesterday, on Saturday, which is awesome because how often do things actually come early? And especially something this big. I've tried to make probably 3 videos on the Supra. They all got started, and then the project or the car just wouldn't allow me to finish it. And they just take so much longer to film. The biggest difference with working on a Supra like this compared to the WRX is it needs a lot more work per job, if that makes any sense. It's older, parts are less readily available, and they oftentimes don't fit properly. But nonetheless, we have put coilovers on the car, Techno toy tuning coilovers, front and rear, with adjustable top hats in the front, and Techno toy tuning lower control arms and tension rods on the front. So tons of adjustability down there. We also did new inner and outer tie rods with boots, so no worries there anymore. We have brake lines for the car. I'll do a video on those when I get around to installing them. And wheels. Wheels showed up for this car already. So, crazy plan. In this box right here are a set of wheels that I bought for the car that are beat up, unfinished, and they were going to be rebuilt. These boxes, on the other hand, are the rebuilt, fitted to perfection for the Supra. Now, how do I have 2 boxes of wheels? Well, once I reveal the wheels to you, I'll explain the story of why I still have these wheels and I have those wheels at the same time. So we're gonna go ahead and crack into this thing. I'm gonna show you guys the new wheels for the Supra. Unfortunately, I don't have tires for them yet, so we can mock them up. We can take a look at what they're gonna be like, maybe jack up the wheel itself to see how they fit and things like that. But unfortunately, I won't be able to put the car on the ground. But regardless, we get to see the wheels, we get to see them on the car, and I think you guys are gonna love them. So let's go take a look. So as you can see, they're actually pretty wide, which is awesome. So we're gonna get some spicy fitment on the Supra, but we just gotta unwrap these things. Oh, sweet, they're actually like coming right apart. Sometimes it doesn't work this way. Oh, it goes under the wheel. I'm gonna cut all this off. Oh my God. Oh, Lord have mercy. Bro. Woo! Look at the lips on these things, bro. Holy crap. Woo! Bro, these things are wild. They did polish them up for me, and ooh, the nice stems. Valve stems on there. All right, no more messing around. We have, these are so freaking cool. I literally like can't believe we got these for the Supra. All right, so without further ado, these are SSR Star Sharks for the Supra.
All this shit been fucking with my sleep. 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 All this shit been fucking with my sleep.
Bro, these look so freaking good. Look at that. Oh man. Bro. What a good looking wheel. What a timeless wheel. Oh my. Bro, I look. These on that? You need more work. These are gonna look too good. Oh man. There they are. Those are the wheels. Can't believe it. Seriously, was unbelievable to be able to get SSR Star Sharks spec'd for the Mark II Supra P-Type with the fender flares. Unbelievable. Literally unreal. Cannot wait to see how these look. I know I don't have tires, I wish, but we'll save it for another video when we put the car on the ground and get it aligned and all that fun stuff so we can actually drive the car. I literally cannot wait. It has been so long since I've been able to drive this thing. I miss it so much. So backstory of why I now have SSR Star Sharks. So I originally was on Facebook, and there was a set of their Z Compe, or Comp, however you pronounce it. There's COMPE. So he was selling them. They're like 650 bucks. They needed rebuilt. They had a style like the SSR Mark IIs, and SSR Mark IIs are super expensive, like the 4-spoke, very, very popular wheel. And obviously those are ideal. For a beat up set, they were like super expensive. So these guys were a good deal. I figured, oh, you know, get them rebuilt, get them spec'd. That'd be awesome. So I called up Love20Bee, and I talked to Matt, or Matthew. I'd have to double check if I just said the wrong name, I'll put it in the video. And I was talking to him about it, and he was like, okay, well, what car are they going on? And I was explaining, they're going on a 1985 Toyota Supra P-Type. So I was talking about getting the wheels built and all this, and they're spec'd out for a Mark II Supra, and I said that I followed a Mark II Supra out in California that actually had some wheels built by Love20Bee, and I was explaining to him. He said, well, who is it? And I said, it's Keanu Mark II on Instagram. And he goes, Keanu, awesome dude. We actually have a set of his old wheels that we were gonna be selling. You know, I was thinking, oh, well, how much are they? Asking about the price of just the wheels. 'Cause I figured, you know, if they're gonna be about the same price as getting wheels rebuilt, I might as well just get the wheels I want instead of rebuilding these ones, which were kind of a compromise. They would have looked really good nonetheless. But he said that they were gonna be significantly more than building the wheels. So I figured, okay, well, I appreciate it. He said he'd ask his boss to see what he could do on the wheels. But nonetheless, we sent some pictures of the Z wheels over to see what they could do about them. And he sent back a price for the Star Sharks for what it would cost to rebuild the Zs. And I couldn't say no. They're pre-spec'd. They're SSR Star Sharks. They're the original wheel that I was looking for this car, and they're perfect. So I ended up getting those. I'll show you the Zs just because they are cool wheels. They'll probably be up for sale here soon, just so I can recoup a little bit. I don't need multiple sets of wheels. I just don't. So these are the Zs. They're actually really, really cool wheels, and it would have been cool to get these rebuilt because I don't think I've ever seen another set of these. He did have all the center caps. They're pretty beat up, unfortunately. But, you know, Love20Bee would have been able to take care of all of this and make them look pretty much new. Once again, for the cost of rebuilding these and just getting the Star Sharks, it didn't really make sense. And then when I sell these, it essentially makes it cheaper because I'm recouping some of my money and things like that. Would have been really cool. Who knows? Maybe I'll hold on to them, rebuild them down the road, but I doubt it. There's really no reason to. But the Star Sharks are here, and I'm gonna probably put one on. I hope that the stock lug nuts will at least allow me to like bolt it on. Obviously I'm not gonna permanently put it on the car with them because they aren't. Stock lug nuts have the washer. They're actually quite interesting. The stock lug nuts have a washer and they aren't beveled. They're flat. So for aftermarket wheels, they usually don't work that well. Let's go ahead, see how these look, bolt it onto the car. So just in case anyone was curious what the Zs did look like on the car, this is what they would have looked like. Obviously less wheel gap. That is at full droop right now. They aren't a bad wheel. They definitely would have been a pretty cool wheel to have built in the same spec as the Star Sharks. But speaking of the Star Sharks, we do have the one. These lugs actually fit pretty well. I was expecting no flat spot right here, but they do have one, so the lug actually locks in pretty well. Did just go ahead and bolt it up real quick with one lug. Probably do another one, tighten it up just so I can use the jack and a piece of wood, jack it up until the struts start to become under full load, and then we can kind of see where it's going to end up. But obviously at full droop there's no camber. There's probably positive camber right now. These cars are notorious for having a little bit of excess negative camber. There's actually a kit that they sell to compensate for too much negative camber because there's no adjustment on these cars. So we should be good. Gonna go ahead, jack it up, and see where she lands. Alright, so there they are. They're pretty much, this is where the coilover is set currently. Obviously it has room to go in both directions. The tire would obviously help us figure out where we're going to need to be, and putting the car on the ground would also help, knowing where this actually puts us in, I don't know, retrospect to where the oil pan and the differential will be once the car's on the ground. But fitment wise, they're looking really good, and I think even this lip might just need to be taken down a tiny bit, but you never know. Once the tire's on there and there's a little bit of stretch that gives it more clearance, we should be good. That's a good looking wheel. Right, Andrew?
They look so small in the wheel well.
Small wheels. SMOL. I love it. So overall, the SSRs, they fit really well. And you saw from the rear, I did just leave this guy mounted up there. Went ahead, cleaned the garage with Andrew.
Howdy.
Because now we can actually walk around in here. And at the end of the day, it boils down to I gotta order tires. And I need to kind of see where it's gonna sit with being able to put the car on the ground and see how much clearance I have and things like that. Also need a teeny little wheel spacer for the front to bolt those guys up. They need to clear the caliper just a tiny bit. So once that comes in, and then we need proper lug nuts because these ones, like I said, the washers on the OEM ones are flat. They aren't gonna allow the wheel, it's just not gonna seat properly. So we wanna make sure we get the lugs in, gotta get the wheel spacer, and then we need tires. So I'm gonna order the tires. I figured out what size I'm gonna go with. When they come in, that'll be a whole nother video so we can talk about those. I think overall, these things are gonna look absolutely insane. I hope the cinematics look pretty decent. This thing is coming along, and each little increment of part and just work feels really, really good. Hopefully, we can go ahead and tackle some more body work, get that all squared away. I have the new side moldings that'll go on the car, and an exhaust needs made. So there's a guy locally who can do it, and I have a few ideas of what like the tips are gonna look like and how far they're gonna stick out and if they're gonna be at an angle, blah, blah, blah. Cross that bridge when we get there. Interior needs a little bit of love, but overall, the car is cooking. We're moving along, and I can't wait to like drive it and take photos of it and videos and all that fun stuff. So I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. This car, we're gonna start filming again, I promise. It's the last time I'm gonna say it. No more half videos, no more a quarter filmed video that never got uploaded. Start to finish, even if the video doesn't complete the project, I think it's better to upload and show progress rather than only completed jobs. If you guys like that, let me know. If you'd rather maybe like compile 2 months of footage and then make a start to finish video, if that's more entertaining, I'd rather know that than continue something that's kind of boring. So we're gonna go ahead and stop for now, but I hope you guys really enjoy that the Supra is coming along. We finally have fun parts on the car rather than just rust repair, which was fun for a little bit, but it definitely gets boring to watch and boring to do. Once again, I hope you guys really enjoyed the video, and if you did, please feel free to subscribe, comment down below what you think of the wheels and how you'd like the videos to be laid out, because I'd love to know. So thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, have an awesome day.
If I was like hip, I could do some like millennial thing.
Throw up a gang sign or something. No.
Like what's that like?
Oh, throw your arm out.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Throw your arm out and then point at your forearm.
Like this?
Yeah, and then go sheesh.